This is Orbit, a suspended orbiting camera dolly by Josh Yeo, aka MAKE.ART.NOW on YouTube.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi, this is Nino from CineD. We're here at NAB 2022 with Josh Yeo. Josh, are you making art now?
Yeah,
right now.
In here, it's happening right now.
So that was a Kickstarter project, right?
So we did a Kickstarter this time last year, exactly a year ago, and we raised $500,000. It was all from like you guys and all of our family and friends online, and this is it. This is the dream realized. It's a orbiting motor that you attach camera to, and you can film yourself, you can film products.
Well, let's start at the beginning. How did you as a creator come up with, why do you want to make your own product?
Well, so I started out as a screenwriter and an actor, and I wanted to be able to film myself in a way that could film me working with my hands doing something interesting. And I didn't want a static shot on a tripod. I wanted something really cinematic. You could put a nice long lens and get some creamy bokeh. Okay. You know, so you like shots that you would typically have on a slider. The problem with the traditional slider is that once you start sliding, the subject is now out of frame, right? Unless it's an arc slider, right? So that's where this idea came from. I prototyped a few of them like 3 years ago. I repurposed an old time-lapse motor.
You did all of this yourself?
Yeah, I did it with an old time-lapse motor and a piece of wood. It was like so janky, and I put it up above me. And then I like, at any moment it's gonna fall down. So I'm like kind of crouching my head and trying to, see. But it worked, and it was very smooth. And so I made some modifications. Tried to, really wanted to get it absolutely silent so you could use it for interviews. And I wanted it to be very, very slow, so you could put a long bar on it and put the camera way out there and put like a 70 to 200 lens and get really cinematic, slow, either product shots or interview shots. And so we had a lot of help, and we definitely couldn't do it. I'm not like that smart. I didn't come up with this all on my own. Like, we partnered with Xebo, who are the brainiacs behind the motor, and they made it silent, and they made the speed adjustable, and it's a very, very powerful motor.
I mean, looking at the footage, I'm very amazed how stable it looks. I asked you before if you're actually using a camera stabilizer or anything, but you said no.
So it's actually better if you don't have image stabilization on your camera on, or you don't need to hook up to a gimbal. There's no real... It's mechanically stabilized with ball bearings, it's the same science as sliders. It's very smooth. If anything, this is really a radial slider that can it can go unlimited 360 until the battery dies or the power disconnects. It can go wiper mode, it can do time lapse, and we also just came out with stop motion mode. So if you were like a clay animator or you wanted to build something, you wanted to move, take a photo, move again, yes.
Cool. Is it not like, if it's stopping, isn't it like swinging or something?
It has, we're still figuring out the acceleration and the deceleration curve, but you could put a real heavy camera on there and have it up to 10 RPM, and it takes like a rotation or two to fully slow down. So it kind of knows not to like just stop abruptly. All right. But we're still fine-tuning it with firmware.
And it comes with a battery built in, or is it just mains power?
No, so there's two different, what you're looking at, there's actually two different sections. This is an attachable light ring. This is a CRI 98 light ring, built-in lighting. This is included with our studio and our Pro Kit. And internally, that has its own battery supply. It's got two-way charging, so if you wanted to shoot for an hour or two and you didn't want to hook up a big battery to your camera, you could just port a USB-C cable into your Sony a7S III and it'll power that. Cool. Yeah. Or you can charge it that way. And then up above it is the actual clamshell and motor, and that has its own internal battery as well, 7-hour battery time, 12 volts. It can be charged higher, it can go up to 19 volts. And so if you're doing faster stuff, you could charge it a little bit faster if you wanted to. And that's it.
Great. Kickstarter is over. Can people actually buy it now, or where can you get it?
Yeah, so I've been like really careful not to like heavily push it out through my channel until we actually had orders. And as you know, this year's been crazy with the logistics, everything just melting down. But we're about 3.5, maybe 4 weeks away from having it on our doorstep, delivering it to the last of the Kickstarter backers. So we delivered 200 of them to the first batch who paid for air shipping. The rest who got free shipping are getting those in 3 weeks, and we will have extra that people can order and get it in a matter of days.
What's price
So the
pricing?
the Pro kit is the one that you see above. It's $17.99. You can hook it up outdoors if you wanted to with like C-stands and some speed rail. It includes the bag. It's a travel bag, and it has all of the accessories as well as V-mount clips, so you can mount batteries to it. And then we have the slimmed down version, the studio version, for $13.99. That also comes with the light and a bunch of other accessories. It doesn't have the outdoor accessories though.
And it will be available through the usual suspects at some point, like B&H and so on?
It'll be on B&H. Yeah, it'll be on B&H probably within I would say within the next 3 to 4 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Josh.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice
guys for your
finally
time.
meeting you.
Likewise.
After 3 years of pandemic and doing stuff like this, it's amazing.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of the good stuff that happens when you don't have, meetings like this. You can actually concentrate on developing something.
It still feels a little weird, but it's super comfortable now. Like it's like we're back. We're back.
We'll see next week how good we feel, but yeah, it's
If we don't get COVID from this, we're not doing our jobs right.
No, we are immune. Yeah. All right. Thank you
Anyway,
so much.
guys, I'm a huge fan of your guys' work, so thank you guys.
Likewise. Likewise.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned to CineD and our YouTube channel for a lot more from NAB 2022, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet.